Hello and welcome to episode 64 of Soccercraft. Yep, that's right, we've gotten through a full stack of episodes, and with that being said, I've got stacks of materials littered all over my world, and like I said in the last episode, I want to make a storage system. And in between episodes, I've been really busy finishing up the dig here and putting down the grass to making it look like it is ready to start doing some building in the inner ring. However, today I want to look into making the storage room, which is going to be below this. So naturally, that just means more digging. And we're back and got our storage room area all dug out. This center area is going to act as an area to get around, and it's going to be where we drop off our materials. And then each of these rooms are going to be themed to have different types of materials in them. You know what? How about we hop into the world download of the sorter that I'm going to be using, and I'll try to show it to you a little bit. Here we have the ultra-fast multi-item sorter made by LumiThief, and this thing is pretty incredible. It uses a lot of the new mechanics of minecarts being broken and breaking back down to the type of minecart that they are, and it sorts the items super quickly. So if we take like 10 stacks of gold ore, turn on the system, you can see the minecarts start to do their magic and pick up all the items, and then it will bring half a stack at a time to the respective area that it needs to. So we should see the minecart come around here. Then it'll come up to the slot and break in this, and all the items will end up right in here, which will then make their way down into the slice. And yeah, it's really cool, really fast. I'm not going to be able to explain at all how it works, so I'm just going to focus on getting it built up in my world, and I can show you it there. The links to all of LumiThief's tutorials are going to be in the description. And welcome back. That was a lot of redstone. But I think at this point I figured it out enough that I can explain it a little bit. In the first, actually let's start at the chest. So here are the drop-off chests. Those come through, go up a water stream to bring them up, and this is in line with where we need to input the items into our bulk item sorter. Alright, so we've got a bulk item sorter in here. Basically how this works is the items come along and they will a typical impulse SV item sorter up top. The items come down into a shulker box loader, and you're able to access the items in the box. This is designed by Douglas OT on Twitch and YouTube. I'll have links in the description. And yeah, basically once the box pops off, it starts filling up the chests, and yeah, you store stuff in bulk. And then from the bulk item sorter, we head over into the multi-item sorter. So I've got 3 separate rooms for this. And let's have a look at the slice, and I'll see if I can explain how it works. So the minecarts come through. The water is used to slow down the minecarts so that everything happens in perfect time. But basically, in each slice, you will have stuff sorted. And if the chest comes through, it will only be able to have 1 item in there. And that would be because down here at the minecart dispensing station, the minecart comes out of here, but immediately picks up 4 minecarts from these hoppers here, and that makes it so that when it gets underneath this chest, it can only pick up 1 type of item. And so when it does have that 1 item, when it matches up to whatever's in this chest, it'll take that item out of the chest, having the piston pull back the rail so that the minecart will sit on the just soul sand. And when it's on top of soul sand, it's not on top of a full block, and because of that, it will go right through the soul sand down onto this rail below, coming up here, going up along over this hopper, putting the original item back in the chest, and then it goes along, breaks on this lava cauldron. All the items come out on this rail over here and make their way down into the system. And then all of the minecarts get caught on this end, come down here, get put into this hopper return line for the minecarts. and end up getting put into this system here. It dispenses out the minecarts, breaks them on a lava cauldron, and uses a bubble column to send them back up into this silo of chests up here. And that's my basic understanding of it. I've been busy getting the filters set. I'm still missing a bunch of items in a bunch of the rows, but I'm kind of just going by what I'm finding in my big chest monster up above us. And I'm going to go ahead and do more testing and try to get all of the filters all sorted out. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to start trying to decorate this place a little bit. Let's go into a time lapse. And welcome back from that nice long time lapse. We got a ton of building done down in the storage room. To start off, we actually decorated the actual rooms where we store the stuff. I'm really liking the design. A lot of blocks that I've never used before, like mangrove wood and this muddy mangrove roots, which I actually really love this block. And then back up in the regular area, we got the whole ceiling in, and I really like the effect that I've got going here with this dome here coming down and kind of curving back up here, creating a little bit taller of a wall. And yeah, I've been running the storage system for a few days now while I've been building this, and we've pretty much got a lot of stuff down into the storage now. So yeah, this storage is working really great, and I am in love with it. I was sure to color code every room so I would know what's in every room, and whenever I need to know what is in a certain area of chest, that's what this area here is for. So these chests have snow and ice, this one has coral, this one has prismarine, and so on. And we still have a lot of work to do on that build, in particularly the floor right here. While building this, I got a really cool idea for the floor, and it's going to incorporate bringing our nether portal, which is in a really inconvenient spot floating up here in the sky, down into our storage room. So what I want to do is I want to have a walkway around the outside to be able to get to all the rooms, but I want to have the center here dug down a little bit farther, and we're going to create a throne room. Seeing as this is the center, the inner ring of Ba Sing Se, we need to have some sort of kingdom, and I think this is a good way to represent that. Now, as far as keeping it as close to the show as possible, I am not doing that at all with this build. What I want to do is create something inspired by Ba Sing Se, so our kingdom's going to be very different than what you've seen in the actual Avatar: The Last Airbender or Legend of Korra series. But without any further ado, let's get started working on this floor and get this build wrapped up. And we're now complete. The storage room build is pretty much complete at this point. It's complete enough to call it complete for this episode, but let me show you around first. We can now walk down this nice stairway down into this, what I'm going to call the throne room area. We have a throne right here, and I didn't put it into the time lapse, but I also built up this portal room in behind the throne, and I got this connected up so that it connects up with our nether. So now when we're in the nether, we just need to come to this nether portal. I still need to finish this stretch of my nether tunnels, but I'll get to that one day. But overall, I'm really happy with how this build is turning out. I'm having a lot of fun with this storage room. It's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm basically just really happy with it. And let me say, after using the storage room for about a week, the storage system is pretty awesome. I mean, it is slowed down a lot because I wanted to have this bulk storage room here, which slows everything technically down to single hopper speed. But once everything's got into the storage silo for the multi-item storage, that goes super quick. And like I said before, I just wanted to take inspiration from the Bossing Say Kingdom room to build this room. It's not anything like you would see in the TV show, but I'm liking what we have here. We have this nice table here for them to have meetings at, to talk about the Earth Kingdom plans, and we got some cool floating rocks here to kind of symbolize earthbending, which I think is a pretty cool little feature of this build. Now, I do have some plans to put some armor stands around here to dress up the storage room a little bit. I think I want someone sitting in each of these seats, and we'll eventually have someone on the throne. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a channel point reward in my Twitch chat for you to be able to redeem being the king of Bossing Say. It's only going to be available to one person, and it's going to be pretty expensive. So I don't know how long it's going to take for it to get redeemed, but I think that's a pretty cool way to have the viewers be able to interact with the world. But with that being said, I think we're running out of time for today's episode, so I want to thank Doug OT and LumiThief for the storage designs that we used in this episode. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Water Tribe out.